It was a quiet town, nestled between dense forests and shadowy hills, where nothing much ever happened. That is, until the calls began. Every night, at precisely midnight, someone would call Amy's phone. No number, no name, just a blank screen and a chilling silence on the other end. The first call was a curiosity. The second was unsettling. By the third, Amy's nerves were frayed. She started leaving her phone off at night, but the calls persisted, somehow bypassing her settings. One night, determined to confront her fear, Amy answered. "Hello." Nothing, just the faintest sound, like breathing. Then, a whisper. "Help me."
Help me!
The line went dead. Amy's heart raced. She called the police, but they found nothing. The number couldn't be traced, and no one in town reported anything unusual. The calls continued, each one more desperate than the last, each whisper more chilling. One evening, while searching for answers, Amy stumbled upon an old newspaper article about a series of mysterious disappearances from decades ago. The victims were all last seen near an abandoned mansion at the edge of the forest, a place shrouded in local legend and fear. Driven by a mix of terror and determination, Amy decided to visit the mansion. The night was pitch black, the air heavy with an eerie silence. The mansion loomed before her, its windows like empty eyes, its door ajar as if inviting her in. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. Amy's flashlight flickered, casting long shadows that seemed to move on their own. She followed a faint sound, like a whisper, leading her deeper into the house. In a hidden room, she found an old rotary phone, its receiver off the hook. The whispers grew louder. "Help me." Suddenly, the door slammed shut. Amy spun around, her flashlight revealing a figure in the shadows. A woman, pale and translucent, eyes wide with fear. The woman reached out, her voice a desperate plea. "Help me find peace." Amy's mind raced. She remembered the names from the article and realized this must be one of the missing women, trapped in some terrible limbo. "I'll help you," Amy whispered, her voice trembling. The ghost pointed to a dusty diary on a nearby table. Amy picked it up, flipping through the pages filled with tales of anguish and unfinished business. The last entry spoke of betrayal and murder. Armed with this new knowledge, Amy vowed to uncover the truth. She spent days digging through archives, piecing together the tragic story of the mansion's last inhabitants. They had been murdered by a jealous lover, their souls bound to the place, unable to move on. With the evidence she gathered, Amy went to the police. The case was reopened, and the remains were properly buried. The mansion, once a place of horror, began to feel lighter, as if a great weight had been lifted. The calls stopped. The town returned to its quiet normalcy, but Amy would never forget the midnight caller, the whisper that led her to uncover a dark secret and bring peace to the restless dead.